Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Julie and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to discuss the liver. The liver is a powerhouse within the body and is responsible for over 100 different functions. It stores fat-soluble vitamins, including vitamin B12. It helps with energy output, reserving energy. It adds enzymes for digestion. It detoxes the body. And it's also an organ that holds on to anger. And indeed, an imbalance of the liver meridian can actually cause anger. Anger is something that I experienced a lot of on my healing journey. And I truly believe that anger is a very important emotion to feel whilst you're healing. It's important for you to be able to express how angry you are at the treatment that you've received, especially in cases of domestic abuse and trauma. So it's really, really important to feel that anger, to express that anger. I was really angry about how much time I'd wasted, about how I allowed and made excuses for bad treatment, how I didn't walk away sooner, how I saw the red flags but ignored them. There was a lot of things that I was angry about. Although it's important to feel the anger and it's important to acknowledge the anger, it's equally important to release the anger. Because not only does the anger that you feel impact you and your body's functioning, but it also, just as importantly, affects the people around you. The innocent people who you maybe snap at, or you're not as calm and as relaxed and your true self around them. They're not getting the true version of you. So today we're going to look at balancing the liver, tracing the liver meridians using acupressure points. I'll suggest some herbs, some foods, and then we'll do a short yin practice to help to balance the liver. The liver meridian runs from the second toe side of the nail on the big toe at the base, and it comes between the two toes, up the leg, and then it tracks towards the knee, and then it comes the inside of the thighs, up the inside of the groin, and it ends just under the breasts. The liver meridian is made up of 13 points, and it is most active between 1 and 3 a.m. So if you struggle to sleep between these times, or you wake up particularly at these times, there's a possibility that you do have an imbalance of the liver. So the first of the liver acupressure points is at the base of the big toe. We will discuss 5 of the pressure points today because I feel that these 5 are the most relevant to what you are likely to be experiencing. So the first acupressure point is at the base of the big toe nail on the second toe side. So you would use the index finger or the thumb, and you would press into that area, making small circular movements. Now this acupressure point is good for headaches, hernias, irregular menstruation and epilepsy. If you come across an acupressure point that feels tender or sore, that would be suggestive that that acupressure point needs a little bit more love, a little bit more attention. This is really good to do before you go to bed to help you to sleep deeper and to detox with the body's natural rhythm as the body is detoxing at night. And you would use the acupressure points for between 1 to 3 minutes, between 1 to 3 times a day, but specifically before bed if you felt that anger or your liver was indeed an issue. So that's liver 1. So the next acupressure point for us today is liver 2, and that's just between the webbing, between the 2 toes. So again, index finger or thumb. In small circular movements. And this acupressure point is specifically good for, is indicated for painful urination, vertigo, glaucoma, insomnia and facial paralysis. And then the next one, as you bring the finger up between the webbing of the 2 toes, where the big toe bone and the second toe bone start to converge, just below that place of meeting is liver 3. So small, firm, circular movements. And liver 3 is specifically indicated for diabetes, vertigo, vomiting, stomach pain. This is an acupressure point I do a lot before bed, as this can also help with insomnia and help you to sleep deeper. And then liver 4, as you follow the line from the toe, from between the toes, up, as it becomes parallel with the ankle bone, that is liver 4. And this is specifically indicated for genital pain, jaundice, foot pain, hernia and abdominal pain. then the last acupressure point that we'll explore for our needs is when you bend the knee, there is a crease. If you go 1 inch above that crease, so that would be the first finger phalange, that's about 1 inch roughly. So where the crease of the knee is, the first finger phalange above, directly above that finger, that would be your next acupressure point. And this one is where the liver and the kidney meridians converge. So this is a really powerful acupressure point. So it's good for liver and kidney function, impotence, lower abdominal pain, and for a regular menstruation. And you would do both legs, taking your time, giving extra love if one acupressure point feels specifically tender. So the herbs to help to balance the liver are milk thistle. Milk thistle is wonderful to help the body to detox. It cleanses the blood. It's very good in helping with diabetes and cholesterol levels. And it's a very gentle herb, safe to take long term, and it can help with viruses, bacterial infections. It's a wonderful herb, very gentle. And then we have dandelion root, and again dandelion root is incredibly gentle. It's also prebiotic, so it can improve gut function. It can lower blood sugars. It helps the liver to detox. It improves bile flow, so it improves digestion. And it also stimulates the pancreas, so that's stimulating digestive enzymes. And then we have burdock root, again incredibly gentle, safe for long-term use, encourages bile flow, improves digestion, is a prebiotic. And burdock root's additional benefits is it helps to stimulate lymphatic flow. So when the body is not detoxing very well, especially if there's a liver imbalance or a kidney imbalance or just a general imbalance, that can affect lymphatic flow. And when the lymph starts to become stagnant, then the body can start to become puffy, and it limits the body's ability to detox. So burdock root is very good for stimulating lymphatic flow. We also have artichoke. Now artichoke contains a unique fibre called inulin, which improves the good bacteria. So it feeds the good bacteria and helps to reduce bad bacteria. It's wonderful and nourishing for the liver, and again it helps the body to detox. And then foods would be eggs. Choline is very important for liver function, and eggs are one of the richest natural sources of choline. And the added benefit of eggs is that they are very good. They contain a small amount of a lot of vitamins and minerals. So it's a great way, eggs are a great way to ensure balanced nutrition. And they also contain the fat soluble vitamins, which are very important for the liver. So we're now going to move into some yin positions to start to balance the liver, and the positions are going to be held for about 3 minutes. So the first one we're going to come into is deer pose. So you're going to take the left foot and have the left foot the left shin parallel with the top of the mat. Engage the foot, and then the right leg, again parallel, so knee and ankle in line, knee and hip in line. So with the right leg, hip and knee in line, knee and ankle in line. Engage the foot, and then you're just going to lie back, just relax. And we're going to be here for about 3 minutes, so just lean back. You can go a little bit further if you wish, and if you wish to take your head back, but do so mindfully so that you don't hurt your neck. So just relax that head. Breathe nice and deep. If at any point the neck starts to feel strain, just gently raise the head. On your next exhale, start to walk your hands so that you're back into an upright position, and then twist at the waist so that you're pointing over the front leg, and you're just going to start to stretch over that front leg. You can stack palm on palm and bring the head down onto the palms, or you can stack fist on fist and bring the head down, your head down onto the fists. Breathe nice and deep. On your next exhale, bring the palms flat on the floor either side of the shoulders as you push yourself into an upright position. And then you're just going to lean back one more time, and you're just going to start to windshield wiper the legs. So moving the legs from side to side. And then we're going to do the other side. I'm just going to move my position so that I'm not with my back to the camera. So I'm just going to swivel, and we're going to take the right leg this time horizontal, parallel with the front of the mat. So knee in line with ankle, knee in line with hip, hip in line with knee, knee in line with ankle. Activate the feet and then just stretch back. Again, taking the head back if you wish, but do so slowly and mindfully. any point you start to feel pressure in the neck, and just slowly bring the neck back up to a neutral position. On your next exhale, slowly bring your way up into a sitting position, and then twist at the waist so that you're looking directly over your leg, and we're just going to start to fold down. And either stack palm on palm or fist on fist. And if you can't come that far down, then just place your hands and just support yourself where you feel comfortable. On your next exhale, place both hands either side of your shoulders as you start to come up into a sitting position. Take the hands back one last time as we just windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Just a couple of times. That's lovely. And then we're just going to turn round to the front of the mat. And we're going to move into butterfly pose. So bring the soles of the feet together. Allow the knees to fall out to the sides. And we're just going to bring the knees up and down as we flap those wings. How far the feet are towards the hips is what is comfortable for you. You might prefer to take them further out. It might be more comfortable. Or you might feel more comfortable bringing them in closer to the body. We're just going to continue to flap just for a couple of breaths as we start to open the hips. And then bring the knees to stillness. Take a nice inhale as we just start to fold over the legs. On your next exhale, use your hands to gently walk back up into a sitting position. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you to the subscribers for deciding to take this journey with me.